Welcome in, y'all. Time check, Clarence. It's March 2nd, 2025. And today, just really kind of appreciating the day. Just literally appreciating the day, the opportunity. Woke up this morning, did my lap. And while I was on my lap, I was thinking about a lot of stuff. But sometimes random songs just pop in my head. So it's this song, Live Like You Were Dying by Tim McGraw. It's one of my favorite songs. And it just kind of popped in my head. So I was really thinking like, man, what would I, like if I felt like I was dying, like what would I do differently? And that kind of shifted my perspective just on the day. Like if this was my last day, what's important for me to do? So with that being said, I reached out to my mom, my sister, my kids, so on and so forth, just because I haven't done it in a while. And it's easy kind of being caught up in what's going on with me to neglect reaching out to certain people that are important to me. And I want to prioritize that going forward because we never know. Any day could be my last day. And yes, I approach the day and focus like I'm gonna live a long time, and this is just one day in a whole series of days to kind of string together to ultimately get me where I want to be as far as health, finances, relationships, so on and so forth. But if it was only the day, how can I make the most out of it? So I think that is gonna really help me a lot to just be present, be in the moment. Make sure I don't take anything for granted. Make sure I don't leave any opportunities kind of on the table and not put forth my best effort or kind of defer things to invest in till a later time. So ultimately, it's been a rough year. And even with that, it's also been very beneficial. I've learned a lot. And I've commented on it before, like last year was a really rough year as far as work and finances. And I've never kind of struggled this long since I've been in timeshare. Now I have made less money, but that's just, companies and compensation plans and COVID and all kind of nonsense. But I never went like an extended period of time where I wasn't selling. And the reality is I haven't had a good month at work in over a year. So I was talking to some coworkers yesterday just about like my mentality and how I get through rough times. But it's like I've been through so much stuff and I got through it that like my mentality shifted. I think when I started going through stuff initially, challenging times, I really wasn't sure I would get through it. But now that I've gone through so much and got through so much, it's kind of like I shifted from having a perspective when I'm going through things of how do I survive this versus how do I benefit from this. So that's really the stage I'm at right now. And even though things aren't ideal in my life, even though it's a lot of work to do, I just remind myself how far I've come. And it's a lot of different situations where it's easy to lose sight of that. Most, I guess, obvious is like weight and being in shape. So I thought about just as an adult, like best and worst. So at my worst, I was 284 pounds. And my best, I was 191 pounds. So that's a huge difference. But where I'm at right now is at 224. So I'm a lot closer to my best than I am to my worst. And I think in a lot of situations, we kind of look how far we are from where we want to be and not necessarily how far we've come. So for me today is really being mindful, being appreciative of how far I've come, the things I've gone through, the lessons I've learned, and the opportunity that I still have to accomplish the things I want to accomplish. And I just have to focus on the day and win the day. So that's really my message. And honestly, this is really for myself. I kind of got off track. I stopped recording, but recently I actually started listening to some of my old videos, and it's like I need to start back because it's just something different hearing it from yourself. You can hear it from everybody else, and even if you believe it, it's something different hearing it from yourself. So this is for me, to kind of encourage me, remind me when I do get off track in the future. Man, it's all about winning the day. In the long term, if you keep winning days, then you're gonna win in life. So just start, keep going. Even if you get off track, get back on it and don't stop, but just take it a day at a time. And ultimately things will turn around and you'll win. So whoever watched this, appreciate y'all for tuning in. Until next time, Timeshare Clarence. Peace.